What's up, guys? Gibberish HS here. We're here with episode 2 of the Star Wars expansion. It's going to be a lot of fun. Today is going to be Priest. Priest is a second class that is centered on the Republic. These cards mainly feature on senators, clones, and stuff like that. Now, Priest is not as much clone based as Paladin was, which check out Paladin if you haven't seen that video. That video has cards like Anakin Skywalker, Padme Amidala, and Captain Rex. So a lot of Clone Wars fan service in that one. This one's going to be more senator based. It's not going to be as like fan servicey, but it is going to be very interesting with the ideas of the cards, because a lot of these cards deal with the fact that you have to give your opponent something for a better reward. So we're going to get into that. It's going to be really fun going into this. I'm excited. So let's get started. The first one's going to be Coruscant Clone. Coruscant Clone is a 2-cost 1/5 clone, and it's common. Battle card, deal 1 damage to 2 random enemies. This card is actually pretty good in actual Hearthstone stats, in my opinion. I don't know if he belongs in Priest in like the current meta, but he is a pretty good card for board control and stopping fast aggressive decks with so much health. And the fact that he's a clone, which you'll see in more cards in the future, will help be more beneficial. Next is Medici. He's not a huge character in Star Wars. You see him like 1 or 2 episodes in Clone Wars. And so, yeah, he's pretty interesting. Not really, but I made him a card because I thought he would fit in well with this type of deck. This type of deck type we're trying to make for Priest. So he's a 3-cost 5/4 common, and he says Battlecry, summon a random 4-cost minion for your opponent. So giving your opponent something and hope for you getting something better. So you're getting a big minion for cheap. If 4 costs is too much, let me know in the description below and the comments below, because I wasn't sure if I should do 3-cost minion or a 4. So let me know. I think 4 may be too much, but I thought I'd play it safe. Next is Trade Federation Deal. Trade Federation Deal is a card that's way overpowered. It's a 0-cost pre-spell. It's a common, which should not be a common. It says deal damage equal to the amount of cards in your hand. Deal the same amount of damage to all your minions. I'm thinking I will change this to make it deal damage equal to deal damage to a minion. An enemy minion. That way you can't just snipe face, because this would be way too powerful if you could snipe face. But if it was only for a minion, this would be very good for targeting targeting a minion if you didn't have a board, or an easy way of killing aggressive minions. Next is Bail Organa. Bail Organa is a 4-cost 3/6 epic. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a 1/1 Rebel Fighter. And this is what the Rebel Fighter looks like. Bail Organa was a really fun card to make for me. I really enjoyed Bail Organa. And this is the picture of him from Rogue One. I thought about doing a picture of him from the Clone Wars era, but I thought this would be fine. I really like the idea of it. And I think it's such a really good Hearthstone card. So next is Bribe a Senator. Bribe a Senator falls into that category we were talking about, of how to deal with giving your opponent something for you in return. So Bribe a Senator is an epic spell for Priest, 6 costs. Steal 2 cards from your opponent's deck. Give your opponent a mana crystal. So this is really strong. Stealing cards from your opponent's deck makes you really strong in disrupting their deck. And whatever you need them to do, maybe you take their Alexstrasza or something like that. That can be detrimental to someone's deck or to winning the game. So in return, though, you give your opponent a mana crystal. Let me know in the comments below, should this be give your opponent 2 mana crystals or 3? I thought 1 was okay for now, but maybe it wasn't. Let me know, because I'm not really sure. Next is Epic Seneguard. Epic Seneguard is a 3-cost 2/2. Battlecry, gain 1/1 for every Seneguard you've played this game, and then he shovels a Seneguard into his deck, into your deck. So it's kind of like a constant theme where you can always have one. I think this card may be a little overpowered, but I think he is a fun card to play, and kind of an interesting idea for the Senate. Alright, next is a rare card, Senator Rio Chuchi. She is from the Ice Planet, and so I forget which ice planet it is actually. But she's a 3-cost 3/2 Rare for Priest. Battlecry freeze a random enemy. Death Rattle freeze a random enemy. Not much to actually say about this card, but besides the fact that she is really good in the actual cards for Hearthstone, and I think in that the freezing is meant to symbolize her planet. Sorry, I can't talk today. Hostage Crisis. 3-cost priest spell rare. Give your opponent a friendly minion for 1 turn. When you get it back, add a coin to your hand. This picture is from the Star Wars The Clone Wars episode where Bane takes over the Senate, and he therefore forces Anakin to somehow rescue the senators. And so this is meant, again, to give your opponent something, so they get your minion, but when you get it back, you do get to get a coin. So maybe you give them a one minion. Is it worth it? Maybe not. Maybe you want to give them a minion to kill that's not good for them. Think of it that way. Alright, now we are at the legendaries, guys. You guys ready for the legendaries? Alright, Chancellor Palpatine is our first legendary for Priest. 9 costs 5/5 minion. Battlecry, add Order 66 to your hand. What is Order 66? 7-cost spell that says execute Order 66. 7 clone troopers. They attack all enemy minions. So what this will happen is kind of like the Swarm Host play that Hunter has that I got from Saviors of Uldum. How this would work is you would play this spell and it would give you it would give you this clone trooper, a 2/2 clone that would automatically attack until the board was dead. So this card is really strong, basically like that, except for it's randomized. Makes him really strong to destroy your opponent's board quickly. 2/2s are much more valuable than 1/1s in this situation, so I think it's a really good card. And it was a lot of fun making it. Some of these cards you have to be kind of clever with, and I feel like this card was a really fun card to make. Next is the Senate. It's our hero card, 10 cost priest hero card, and it says Battlecry, fill the board with clone troopers. So this again would fill your board with 2/2 clone troopers that you can see here. This is really strong because it basically for 10 mana you fill the board with 2/2s. And what's your hero power? Your hero power says call for a vote. It's a passive hero power. At the end of your turn, you have a 50% chance to draw a card. So you have 50% chance to draw an extra card. That's pretty valuable in this game, especially for Priest, which loves card generation. Especially if we're playing a more aggressive Priest. Though I don't know if you would want to put the Senate in this. But it's kind of a cool card, I think. I think it's a cool little way to implement the Clone Wars of the Republic into this. So I thought it was a fun card to make. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite card for Priest was. My favorite is the Senate, just because I like the idea of you being able to be the voice of the Republic. I thought that would be really cool. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys like, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!